What's up, people? It's actually watching. Yeah, there is. But, so here we go. We got the tutorial up here. And we got something not working. Spinning the out drive too, so we'll blow and diff. Wait till we have some visitors before I start wrecking into this thing, because it's gonna be wrecked into. It is what it is. Just sit here and hang out for now. No reason to do any work if nobody's watching, right? Now, this is stuff I should take the time to edit out, but I don't edit my live streams because, well, one, I don't have time. Two, I don't want anybody to miss anything because you never know what's going to happen. All of a sudden I come out with weaponized autism and God knows what's going to happen after that. That's probably not a good thing. Yeah. Maybe so long as the set screws, not the short ones. Village dried up and died. And I get a like before actual person. Oh, Mike, what's up, buddy? That was quick. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to show up before I did anything. So, yeah, we got a blown diff. Oh, yep, that side. That's spinning the out drive. So it's definitely on the inside. That works. Now. Oh shit! Yeah, I've had to take some of my tools to work today because I was bored. Okay. Excellent, brother. Excellent. Yeah, I know. I look at it every day when I go in there. All right. John talking about the 6S Creighton. The V6 that's up at K&K Hobbies. And believe it or not, he lives down in Lehigh, about 40 minutes away, and still shops at our local hobby shop because it's better. Anything down that way. Oh, bitch. Where are my good wrenches in this bag? Yeah, there it is. There we go. Don't ever put in strip screws. Really. Oh yeah, that's the one I had a problem with. Shit. That's probably not gonna come out. Yeah. So that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, God, hopefully not. Fucking yeah, the tariff shit is fucking garbage, dude. Seriously. But yeah, that's gonna be sick, dude. But I really like that idea of a monster notorious instead of a monster Creighton. That would be sick as hell, dude. Because I mean, you could just take what I do, you know, with a notorious and just pump that up to a whole new fucking level, dude. Like you'd probably do like a standing like ollie, like just bounce it up in the air, you know? Like that's just sick, dude. I can get this bolt out. It's gonna be the last time it comes out of anything, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. She's moving. Angry, but she's moving. Almost there. Oh, there she goes. Come on, get out, get out. Yeah, that's right. You're done, bitch. Who the hell? Oh, great. Somebody with a car problem was calling me. Lovely. Yeah, because I got time to look at your shit. Like the day after Christmas. I don't know. Fucking really? All right, bitch. That's it. You seriously? No, you're not holding threads. You're just being an asshole. All right. Fine. Seriously? Yeah. There is no nut attached to that thing. Yeah, fuck that. It's 12S, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's a big game, man. You gotta go big, you gotta go big. I mean, it's, you can't, all right, fucker, what do you want? Is this the girl I looked at her car like a week and a half ago? She's trying to offer me her car for $1,000. I mean, I can remember what's wrong with it. It might be worth it, but. Right. Oh, I gotta change my body mounts on this thing too. I got better ones. It has these sweet flexible ones to put in. And they're purple. That freaking 4990 very barely fits in this thing, actually. Look at it. It's kind of pushing on the side skirt. Now somebody else is texting me. Awesome. I'm not trying to be a dick, bro, but I'm on live right now. Oh, that's nice. Friggin' rods have popped out of that one, too. Jesus Christ, dude. What the hell am I doing with these things? Not only did I blow the diff, but I freaking blew the freaking rod halfway, or the pin halfway out the damn fucking drive shaft. Holy shit. This is another one of those cheap Chinese jobs, though. Yeah, these CVDs I put in the back of this thing. Yeah, they're gone tonight. Yeah, I'm done with those. I already blew up like 3 front ones. Like, I'm not messing around with that shit anymore. Do not buy Chinese fucking axles that are CVDs for like $100. They fucking suck. That's all there is to it. Blew 3 in a weekend. Yeah. So, of course, we got loose bolts coming out of the front of my diff, which is not good at all. Not happy about that. That's probably what blew out the differential in the first place. That screw's gone. Yeah. All right. We'll pull this apart in a minute, see what's going on. But in the first place, these have got to go. So we're going to need, yeah. Really? It's a stock axle, too. It's doing that. Brand new, out the box. All right. Good job. Yeah, I got to get axles and out drives. I'll replace this shit in a minute. having fun, man. Right, okay. All right. Right, so I'm live on YouTube right now, so can we talk about this later? People just don't have any fucking idea what you're up to. So let's see what imploded on this differential. Nice thing is we know it wasn't the gears because my gears don't blow up because I shouldn't have properly. But, oh, well, that pretty much tells the story, doesn't it? I guess we blew the drive pin. Duh. Yeah, that's pretty obvious at this point. So let's see what else we get out of this thing. Oh, it's still intact, apparently. A little polishing. That bearing is shot. Let's see if the shims on the side. Probably change the seals. But, yeah, on the other hand, we got that bearing's not bad, but we're going to change it anyway. Gears out of it. Our little crown gear. Really? Even without something to hold it to the car, like an outdrive, it still does not want to move. Fuck you, dude. Come here. Oh, that's because it's broken. That's why we have a problem, because we shattered the crown gear and we broke a pin, as usual. So what came first, the crown gear or the pin? Yeah, that's the big debate. Something blew up, and that was the end of the differential. So either the pin failed, broke the crown gear, or the crown gear failed, broke the pin. Question is, what happened first? There's pieces of the pin right there. Nice little metal chunks. The old pin. There you go. Waka, waka, waka. So there it is. Differential failure 101 on my end. I mean, that's all I'm doing these days. I'm breaking crown gears. I'm either wearing out outdrives or breaking axles or breaking crown gears and pins. I mean, I don't know which one I break first, but I break one of them and breaks the other one. So that's my current story right now. And I don't know how to make any of that stronger because nobody, as far as I know, makes anything stronger. I mean, I guess GPM makes gears. I haven't tried them yet. I don't know if anybody makes a better pin. Yeah, that'd be nice. But there it is. Hey, Amy, how you doing? So that's what happened to the stud drawer. Now I guess I should fix it and put it back together, but you know, I kind of want to chill for a minute first. Shit. Yeah, I think that outdrive's had enough. I know. What do you guys think? Is that finished? Yeah, I'd say so. That's not much better. That's even worse, actually. Holy shit. already split. Shit. I just see it spread out. It's not so bad. Put that in there. Nice, man. Excuse me, I'm taking an old person's tired break. Oh, man. I didn't get shit for sleep last night, really, like 2 hours. So, yeah. Oh, and I need to put some heavy ass fluid back in this thing because it was really getting weak. Like, lame weak. Let's see. Dry pin. Okay, you little bastard. Gotcha. And then we need a couple of seals. Those are shock seals. Where's the gift seals? Probably, yeah. Right. Oh shit here. Seriously? Let's stick with the ones that got in it. Fuck. Yeah. Alright, where's that? Oh, you guys are getting old. That's so cute. Awesome. You guys are chatting. There's some new bearings here. Yeah. Seal. Big washer. Washer. Well, it's had some pressure put on it. You can tell the washers are all conical, like they've been bent into shape, like going the opposite direction because the gears have had so much pressure on them. Not surprising with what I do with these things. You're not supposed to be doing, double standing backflips and shit. Oops. It wasn't in the instructions, so. Shit. All right, come on, get in there. Come on. In the hole. Oh, don't even start that. Listen here, bitch. You're going in there whether you like it or not. So fighting with me is not going to behoove you in any way whatsoever. I can guarantee you that. Alright, there we go. Let's use the tip of the pliers to push down the washer and use the other side to push the gear in place. And of course, make sure that you're actually sitting flush on the gear. You should have your out drive sticking right flat out right on the end of the gear, just like that. Otherwise, you've got some gap in there for some reason and you need to fix it because you're going to blow gear if you don't. And that's just the way these fun little toys work. And I just put in the wrong out drive, but you know what? It's not as bad as the other one, so fuck it. I'll just, I'm about to blow this thing anyway, so it's about at the end of its life. I mean, we've gone through 2 crown gears in the same differential. It's about ready for a new set. Next time it lets go, I'm just going to beat it until it doesn't work anymore. It's like a rite of passage for differentials. It's like they last for a year or two, and when they go, yeah, just kill the shit out of them, like a Viking funeral kind of thing. Just keep ripping them until they don't work. What the hell is that stuck to my finger? Yeah, okay. Right, I need a crown gear on the side. Nice and flush as it should be. So now we're going to fill this bad boy up. And to do that, I like to use my Canadian RC96 Easy Diff holders when I fill my differentials so they don't topple over and spill my fluid. Yeah, I didn't start till I was 6, so I get it. I didn't start racing until I was 9. Shit, where is my phone? Oh, there it is. Okay. That'll be a minute. Hey, man, just, download it, pause it, cut it. There you go, man. I know that it wouldn't be perfect. I mean, I could do a perfect one if you really want me to. I could definitely play it off. I know when I want to fill my differentials, I use Easy Dip from Canadian RC96 because they're the best dip holders I've ever found on the market. Yeah, I mean, I can play it off, but it's cheese stick nonetheless. But I mean, who expects anything less from a fucking dude with a purple beard? Somebody's got to be a fucking nut. Maybe some new screws too. Shit. After a hard day of bashing, there's nothing worse than having to fill up your differentials with a different fluid because you're trying to create a little bit more or less oversteer or understeer, and your diffs topple over and spill your fluid everywhere. That's why I use Easy Diff from Canadian RC96, the best diff holder money can buy. There you go, buddy. There's your commercial. Problem is, only half the people will know what oversteer or understeer means. So yeah, you want me to change it all? While I'm in the mood, you better get me. Dude, I love it, man. That color change. I've got that on my my Creighton body too. Yeah, dude, that color change shit is hot, dude. It looks great. Yeah. I did slightly modify the stand. I must admit. Well, obviously I put like a pad on it to stick, but I think I sanded it a little bit and then greased it up. Reminds me of what's her name. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, but I had to get a little bit of a. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to get a bit of a specialized fitment. So I think I sanded it down a little bit with some emery cloth and then added some grease just to get the rotation without sticking. But then it reminded me of my ex-wife. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Fucking terrible. Sorry, bro. Yeah, obviously. Hey, yeah, just stop by and say, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to meet you. Glad you stopped by for a second. Is there anything I can tell you, or um, I don't know. Uh, you want to know the basic principles of aerodynamics? I don't know. I'm chock full of useless information unless you're really into like crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm just rebuilding a rear diff because I blew crown gear and I shattered another one. You know, and that's it seems to be the going rate these days with my differentials. So, and a little 500K in the back. Rear end of the crate was getting a little loose, so yeah, I definitely got to up the diff fluid a little bit. I think I was running 200 before. Yeah, dude, we have fun here, man. This is 100% honest. Yeah, I'm a crazy old fucker, and I don't give a shit. I've been doing RCs for freaking ever, and for 42 years. And all I have left to give to this world is information and knowledge. So I prefer to spout it out on this channel. Whenever anybody asks something, I will give you everything I got. And if I don't have it, somebody else does, and I know their phone number. Some parts from AliExpress. See how it goes. Yeah. I know people who have good experience with AliExpress. I don't. I ordered some shit from them, never got it, and never got a reply from various emails. So I don't mess around with that anymore. But you know, maybe it's just a fluke on my part. You know, who knows? But yeah. Oh, it's a neoprene. Like this is what the race car guys are using for batteries to keep their batteries from getting fucked up in their battery trays. Yeah, it's a like a half millimeter or 1 millimeter thick neoprene, sticky back. That's it. I've got some in both my battery trays now. I got to do Nick's too, though, so we're gonna need some more, but because he's got the 8 and whatnot. But yeah, that's all it is. Oh yeah, dude. Trust me, Mike knows his shit, dude. He has so much more experience than me on different brands and different companies and different aftermarket parts. I've kind of stayed in my lane, as far as like stuff goes. I mean, I used to race nitro on road serpents. I mean, that was a long time ago, but now it's just it's been Arma since I came back to the hobby sport, and I've been having a great time with them, and I have no reason to stray. I do have an RC10 GT re-release, and I have an Losi XXT on the wall, and they do run on occasion. The GT was out last week, actually. But For the most part, I do really ridiculous shit with my Armas, my Notorious 6 and my Creighton 6. I like jump over my mom's house and, jump off the fourth story of a parking garage and, all that crazy shit we did at the skate park in Lehigh last weekend. Which, by the way, Mike, you've already seen the previews. But yeah, number 2 and number 3 are coming. I'm going to release number 2 tomorrow and number 3 the next day. I can tell you one thing. Compared to the video number 1, number 2 and 3 have a lot more big air stuff and a lot less freestyle stuff. So, and I really tried to mix it up properly, but I mean, seriously, when you've got 84 videos to go through, it takes a long time to get that shit straightened out. So I'm not even gonna, try to say that, I got it right. Oh, this is gonna be, yeah, these are not gonna stick. Already got contamination from the damn liquid. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Blow it up. I don't care. Probably take about a month or two. You know, I just don't even want to go through the bolts all the way through the backside again. It's just, Christmas has been a rough one. Let's put it that way. Yeah. How's that? Because you're gonna break them? If you want somebody to break something, send them to me. Yeah, well, I mean, on concrete, man, I mean, you're talking a hell of a slam, dude. I mean, seriously, if we put G meters on these things, dude, we'd be talking like 60 G's on impact. I mean, that's outrageous. That's like car crash stuff. So, of course. But you know what? One thing I found is if you mount your fans on O-rings, they last a lot longer. Just well, in my line of work, I just grab some O-rings from work for whatever the hell they're for. I don't know, little tiny things that nobody ever uses, and put them underneath the fan, all 4 corners, and they last a lot longer that way. My dog's getting on with something out there. Hopefully, it's that big ass iguana. It's been living in the drainage pipe. Yeah, we got a 4-foot iguana living in a drainage pipe outside the back of the house. Yeah, they're a menace down here in Florida right now, and they're getting ever increasingly northbound. So next year, people in Jacksonville will get to know the joy of iguanas. Ian, I do not know Ian. I'm guessing you're talking to Mike. That's cool though. No problem. I don't mind you guys talking amongst yourselves. You know, I'm not always here. Dude, I've got, what the hell do I have in my truck? Um, hobby wing? Yeah. Like the like 4 millimeter thick hobby wing fan, the one that's like I don't know, probably inch and a quarter by inch and a quarter, or maybe inch by inch. Mounted on rubber, that thing works. If you don't mount it on rubber, you're gonna break the fan blades off. Because every one I did before that did. But if you mount it on O-rings, it doesn't break the fan blades off. Oh, you're getting goodies. Ah, good for you, bro. I just got mine. They're the shit. All right. Well, I guess it's time to bring the car back. I'm gonna put the rear end back in it. That's a totally fucked. Those are fucked. Yeah, that's fucked. Whatever. All right. Shit. I know I'm gonna break one of these axles like immediately. I keep running these pieces of shit. Yeah, I really should be putting in some proper axles. These fucking cheap ass Chinese knockoffs just suck. Um, so let's just go ahead and throw the diff in. Get in there. There we go. No, perfect, perfect. Zero mesh. All right, so tires off. Oh, yeah, there's specially modified hubs I make that are a real bitch to get your wheels off, but you don't strip hubs, so. Ugh. Ugh, come on. Damn it. No, that one's got, yeah, he's glued. All right. Oh, we got the ass out of it. Right. So now I need two hubs, two axles, or two stub axles. Hey, later, bro. Yeah, no shit, right? That would help. Yeah, I mean, well, hey, you know, it's a pain in the ass, you know, and most of my shit has to come off with a torch, but it doesn't fuck up. So, you know, it's all about that reliability, man. It's all about being able to go out there and bash and not have to stop because you broke something or because the wheel stripped or whatever. You know, I'd rather, you know, take it back on the bench and take it apart and find out 5 things are wrong than have something go wrong in the field. You know, that's kind of what it's all about. You know, it's like a reliability, but at the same time, it's, you know, a pain in the ass to work on. But, you know, that's kind of like the way the Germans do it. And they don't build bad cars. They build overcomplicated and over-engineered cars. You know, that take way too much maintenance. I mean, you know, you got to remove the engine by 100,000 miles on pretty much everything German to do a proper maintenance. So, you know, these aren't that bad, but, you know, I don't mind trading a little bit of reliability or a little bit of maintenance for a whole lot of reliability. Let's put it that way. Yes, my designs might be a little extreme, but they work. So take it as you will. Really, fucker? Come on. God damn, dude. He's really fighting me. Fucker. Fuck you. Yeah, I know how that is, buddy. I know how that is. You know, yeah, I've been out there for a week or two. Haven't caught that buzz from catching big air. Yep. Why do you think I went back to Lehigh? Because I needed some more, some more adrenaline, some more huge airs. That's why I left that. That's why I left my reaction in the video, because you know that's really what kind of sells it, man. It's like, you know, that was the best high you can get. You know, just straight slamming something and just, yeah. So that's why. And that's one of the things I've discovered about this hobby that I forgot about. You can actually get an adrenaline buzz. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I mean, and I was ripped and I was buzzed for like 5 minutes, you know, just like straight adrenaline high, man. And I used to be able to get that any day of the week when I was skating and, you know, playing hockey and all that kind of shit, BMX and dirt bikes and all the other shit I did when I was a kid. But, you know, now I'm disabled and I can't do it. So where am I getting my buzz from? Well, I figured out where it is. Yeah. It's right here in this little fucking 15-pound car. A member of a growing populace. Reinforce nationality. Bad monkey. Nope. Blown stock. Run for 20 minutes. Yeah, that's not an Arma part though. That's a cheapo Amazon part. Please excuse me. I have to go to the little boy's movie room. First thing over here. Back to work. Between two axles, two hubs. Oh, that's not exactly straight. That's it, huh? That's the front. All right. So, feels good. Feels good. All right. Shimmer. Where in the fuck? Whatever. All right, so we got it. Because I'm breaking, coming through my bedroom wall, having a party right next door, but I'm sitting here all alone. Lovers in the distance, and the other stars to shine. It's a warm gesture, it's time to fade away. I know me. Oh, no. So I don't know if anybody out there has ever actually met Tim Armstrong. I haven't myself, but seems like a very intense dude. And being a white guy from the ghetto in Oakland, obviously he's got to be really hardcore, dude. So it's what his persona's not bullshit. He's straight up white street punk. Unlike Billy Joe Armstrong, lead singer of Green Day, who's also from Oakland, but is white bread privileged, hence going punk and going punk pop and selling out. A little bit different. And I get it, money's money, but not everybody follows the money. Some people follow the roots, and that's why this channel has no frills, no bullshit, no lies, no fake whatever. call it, AI bullshit. No scripts. Whatever you want to call it. Nothing. This is who I am. This is what I do. So if you don't like it, then fucking turn the page. If you want to learn something, ask some questions. You might. I've been training people how to work in cars for 30 years. So I'm pretty sure I can train people how to work on remote control cars, or at least tell them how to fix them, without making their lives too complicated, because I'm really good at breaking shit down. But it is what it is. So I'm not worried about it. I can only offer my services. I can't force them down your throat. Nor would I. I don't believe it's okay to force anything down anybody's throat unless they ask for it, like really nicely. That's just kind of rude. I mean, they're already there in the first place. Why you gotta shove it down their throat? It's just kind of fucked up. And that noise, ugh, it's gross. That's like Germans making love. It's not sexy. It's Stop that shit. Stop that. It's not okay. Just just be cool. Be groovy. No reason to force anything down anybody's throat. Life lessons with Logan. If you drop your keys into a river of molten lava, forget them, because man, they're gone. That was actually an SNL reference from the Jack Andy series. But jokes are jokes, and it's not a crime to pass them around, especially if you're not plagiarizing. I always give reference to the ones I have taken material from. And no, I'm not a stand-up comedian. Never have been, never will be. I have terrible stage fright. I don't like being in front of people at all. I even took speech class in college. Of course, there was 14 people in that class, so it wasn't really hard. As soon as you got to know everybody, you know what I mean? But I actually did do a speech on RC cars too, on handling and cornering and racing line, etc. Got an A on it. Hell, I did a paper on tits for sociology. There you go. Yes, I wrote a paper on breast and got an A+ in sociology in college. So here's my theory, and this is my term paper, right? So the theory was whether or not men who were breastfed by well-endowed women grew up to be breast men versus ass men, or preferred a different part of a woman's anatomy, because of the fact that when they were a child, this was their first form of nourishment and therefore life. And subconsciously, they grew up deciding that this was necessary to continue a relationship with a boob in order to, thrive. Well, my results after interviewing 5,000 men, yes, 5,000, came back inconclusive, 49-51, and I got an A+ on the paper because I did it the right way, and I had an honest theory and an honest outcome, and just proves to go, no matter what you do, you can involve tits in some way. So there you go. As far as if anybody else knows anything different, please tell me, because as far as I know, I'm the only person who's ever wrote a college paper, a term paper, on tits and gotten away with it. I mean, not cancer, not the effects of gravity and age, nothing like that. No. The fact that whether or not you were breastfed by a woman with big boobs, whether or not you became a breast man as an adult, that was my thesis. Nailed it. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Got away with that shit. I mean, I got away with it. I mean, it was a proper paper. But when everybody saw that I was writing a term paper on boobs, they're like, "Are you fucking kidding?" And I'm sitting there at a desk, right outside the main entrance to the college, asking, dudes, "Hey man, you breast dude or a leg or an ass dude?" Go, what? I go, "Come here. Your mom have big boobs? No. Okay. Do you like tits or ass? What's your name? Okay, thanks." Imagine doing that 4,000 times because I had a partner. Yeah. Funny shit, man. But that's how I roll, man. Always on the edge of fucking it up without actually fucking it up. All right. There's my shotguns. Okay. Got that wing mount back on, and that should be the end of it. Another blown crown gear. Oh, it seems I'm going to have to start looking at aftermarket companies for differential gears, because that's either I wear out the outdrive or I blow crown gear. I'm not busting up pinions or spurs or any of that, or rings or pinions anymore. I've got my diff game strong. So now it's down to the materials, because there's nothing going on that's because of shimming or clearances or any of that shit. I mean, yeah, maybe driving, but don't call it a basher if you don't want me to fuck it up. I'm on the verge of doing double standing backflips, so yeah, I don't want to hear about your diff problem. Oh, good night, Amy. I swear. Oh, man. Fucking week from Tuesday, bro. I'll be holding her in my arms. A week from Tuesday. Can't fucking wait. It'll be the most life-changing experience I've had in 10 years. Because my second marriage definitely wasn't one of them. Man, I'm such a prick. I mean, granted, I was high on like 8 Oxycontin at the time. Yeah. As Rick James put it, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Don't make life-changing decisions when you're high on drugs. I'll tell you that. Yeah. God, I got rid of all that shit. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Fuck the rest of it. Right over top of the threads. A little bit of pressure on it. Back it off. Until you feel it click. When you feel it click, it's a bolt set in the first thread. That's when you go forward. A little bit of a bastard, but I got it. Really? All right. Should be using a new piece of hardware for this, but I really don't have one, so. I didn't have it set. No, so alright, I'm just kidding, you nut. Because that one's being a bitch. And nobody likes fucking nuts that don't cooperate. Nuts should be self-serving. They do what they're told. Kind of like me, because I'm a fucking nut. Weaponized autism. It's all about. You gotta make it work for you. Yeah, I think I have like a nick on the end of the threads. So it's been a bitch going on, but we're on there. By the way, if you ever have a hole that's supposed to be threaded that's messed up and you don't have a tap or something on hand, you can actually take a bolt and grind a couple of slots in it with a Dremel tool. Make your own little tap. And just pack the little flutes that you made with grease so that it holds the chips, as it cuts, whatever little niggles it's trying to get out. And here we go. I made your own tap. I actually have several in my toolbox at work that I've made for automotive use. Because I use like a grade 10 or a grade 9 bolt or whatever, something heavy duty. And sure enough, you get the job done. Now, yes, granted, being a master automotive tech, I should have my own tap set in metric and standard. Yeah, do you have any idea what those cost to get a good one? I mean, I don't buy Snap-on because Snap-on is like twice the price, almost same stuff as Maco, Mac, everybody else. So, but nonetheless, I don't care, unless you're buying from Harbor Freight or one of those places. A proper metric standard tap set is going to set you back probably $300 to $500. So I don't want to hear anybody bitching about the fact that I don't own a tap set. Be the master mechanic. Right. Yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot of stuff out there, dude, especially today, because they keep changing shit up. Like now they've got a lot of the Japanese and Korean manufacturers are using bolts that have their thread or an odd version of their thread with American sized heads, like 15 or 13, instead of the usual 12, 14 that you're going to find on Japanese cars. Nissan did the same thing when I was still working there. So yeah, I know, dude, it's messed up. And just a thread chaser set is going to cost you like $400, and that's just a couple of files and some little lead-ins and some nuts. It's not really a proper tap set. You don't have bottoming taps and flat taps and all that shit. God damn it, dude! You were like the what the hell's that dude's name? Rick James of RC Cars. Because you're fucking my couch right now. Yeah, I don't know. Might get some last, might not. Who cares? I am gonna replace all of these body mounts probably tomorrow with my new ones, my new awesome purple flexible ones. I already have a full set on the Creighton, but I gotta drill them and all that because I gotta drill the size and height, and also have to drill up tops because my hinge or my body clips are way bigger than most normal body clips, so they don't fit. Those, like they barely fit in these, but they don't really fit in these. Like, yeah, just So it's no big deal. You know, I just run a drill through it real quick. You know, plus on the Creighton, because of the J Concepts finisher body, I have to run them at an angle. So I have to actually drill through the post at an angle to mount them so that my clips fit right, because otherwise they don't fit with that body. That body's just, you know, it's an oddball. All right, I'm gonna bolt the tires on this, and I think that's gonna be the end of it because I am work ready. Stick of work at me. I'm done. I don't even know what. Oh, fuck! I gotta glue one of these, don't I? Yep. Yep. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna glue this tire and then call it a night. I really don't want to do that much bullshit. I'm kind of hungry actually. I'll eat some. Fucker, come here. Damn it. Pretty little shit. All right. This one's all right. So, yeah, put that back together tomorrow, I guess. Probably not going to have them out till the weekend anyway. Well, it is the weekend now, huh? Oh, man, the holidays fuck you all up on schedule, I think. Let's see. Yeah, because you gotta have fine thread, American fine thread, fractional, or fine thread metric, fine thread fractional. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, dude. I get it. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for tonight. If anybody has any questions about anything, please leave them in the comments. I will get back to you within one day, because I always do. Because this thing is really a tuned machine to do what it does. All of the engineering and repurposing and engineering, say that twice, of the vehicle it has been to force it or push it into the direction of what it does. It's become a specialized tool. Same thing with my Creighton. My Creighton doesn't do what this does, and this doesn't do what my Creighton does, because they're designed to do what they do. And not necessarily from the factory. Yeah, they're 2 inches shorter from the factory. The tires are the same size, same diameter, same weight. No, that's not how I do it. Everything's different. Springs, shock oils, shock pistons, angles, alignment. I make my own custom C&D blocks, especially for this truck, because I'm not okay with armors 3 degrees of rear toe. You don't need 3 degrees rear toe if you can drive a freaking car. It's the same thing with every car sold in America has to have a certain amount of rear toe in order to keep the rear end in check, so that when you freaking go into a corner too fast, it understeers. So you turn the steering wheel and it wants to go straight, and it scares the hell out of you, and you don't try it again, because they're designed that way. Take the rear toe out, guess what you have, especially the 4-wheel drive? A whole lot of fun on your hands, because you can just slide that bitch all day. And if you know how to counter steer and drive, like anybody who's ever been up north who knows how to drive in the snow. But why is it all the people from up north come down here and can't drive where the fuck? Why do they always do 20 miles an hour under the speed limit? Yet they know how to drive in snow. That's a fucking conundrum. Fucking with you, Mike. Fucking with you. Anyway, yeah, so between the differential fluids, the differential setups, the suspension setups, the alignment setup, springs, fluids, etc. This has been forced in the direction of what it does. And it's very, very good at what it does. It's very fun to drive. It's very easy to drive. It's very easy to do the stupid shit I do with it, because I've designed it to do it. I've re-engineered at least 20 different things on this thing compared to the factory. But they fixed half of that shit with the V6, so I never came out with a video on it. So whatever. Doesn't hurt my ego. I don't give a fuck. All I know is I got a fucking great truck, and it does exactly what I tell it to, and I fucking love driving it, and that's all there is to it. Because if you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong, especially at my age. If you're not having a good time, fuck it, stop. Whatever the fuck you're doing, quit. Fuck, get out. Fuck, pull the ripcord, bro. Get the fuck out of that situation. It's just like relationships. I don't deal with any relationships, no matter who the fuck it's with, for whatever reason, that are not mutually beneficial. And at this stage of my life, I have no time for anything like that. If you're an asshole, I'm going to tell you you're an asshole. I'm not going to lie to your face so I have to deal with you for a longer period of time. Fuck you. So they stay in their house all summer and then drive down here as soon as it starts snowing? That should be illegal. If you haven't driven a car for 6 months and you're over the age of 50, you shouldn't be allowed to leave the state until you've got 10 hours under your belt. That's the way I see it. Plus, if you've got a car that's been up north for more than 1 year, you should not be allowed to bring it into Florida. You should have to leave it at the border. We don't do rust here. But we sure as hell have an oxyacetylene torch in our fucking shop. Fucking bastards. I had one a couple weeks ago. I had a fucking Chevy Suburban, like the ones they use in the cop films. You know, the big blacked out windows, Suburban, right? You know, 5-door, yeah, big job, and with a 5.7 in it or whatever. And I had to do a rear main seal on it. So the rear main seal on those engines, on the LS, whatever the fuck it is, comes with the whole plate, like this whole plate that bolts onto it. And change out the rear main seal, right? You got to pull the exhaust, you got to pull the Y pipe. So the 3 bolts on the driver's side in the manifold don't want to come out. They're being a bitch, and they fucked up, cross-threaded, fucking ate the shit because it's all rusted, fucked up. So going back together, it didn't quite. The bolts didn't want to go all the way on. So I put like some shims behind them, got them tightened up, passed quality check, everything was good. But then the customer came back like 3 days later. So I had to weld nuts onto the studs, get the manifold glowing red hot, back the studs out, and then replace them. Because the customer's shit was rusty coming in. I had to do that for free. Right. That's fair. Yeah. Fuck you, your rusty shit. Every single car I look at these days, dude, I make sure I fucking label the amount of rust on it because I'm not getting fucked on this rust deals anymore. Just because you drove your shit in Wisconsin for 4 years doesn't mean I should do 3 hours of extra work for free. Hey, Cool Spawn, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Hey, love those sunset shots, man. That was hot shit. Really. And yeah, dude, the little girl running around, that was cute as shit, dude. Right on. And yeah, I saw the RC car that somebody else was driving. I know what you're talking about. That was right on, bro. I'm just sitting here dying slowly in front of everybody. No, man, it's been a rough 48 hours. Yeah, fucking Christmas dinner at my foreman's house. Yeah, it was fucking wild. I even did karaoke, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. The first song I did was "Fuck Authority" by Pennywise. So there you go. Yeah, that's my karaoke, bro. Anyway, and then I did Winona's Big Brown Beaver, and then I did what was it? Liza and Louise by No Effects. It's a song about a woman becoming a lesbian and learning how to have pleasure during sex. Great song. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, blew another crown gear on this thing. Yeah, there's the remnants of it. So that's the only thing I'm breaking these days. So I guess I'm gonna have to start looking into GPM or whatever, whoever makes different gear sets. Because yeah, that's the only thing I'm breaking. I'm either wearing out outdrives on the differential or I'm blowing ground gears. I don't screw up pinions or rings ever. So yeah, now it's time to move on to the next week link. But I mean, with what I'm doing with the truck, man, I mean, I'm fairly impressed it holds up as well as it does because I mean we're putting a lot of torque to this thing. And then the Creighton also is holding up very well structurally with the massive jumps it takes all the time. So structurally and engineering wise, I think we're pretty good on most fronts. I do need to get some different springs for the Spider because I only have one pair of centuries on it. I need a full set, but other than that, it's going good, man. All right, man. Hey, I'll order some next week. And the next dips that blows up, I'll put them in, and we'll see where it goes from there. You know what? Actually, you know what I should do? I should get a set of each, and put one in the front and one in the back on this truck, and then go drive it, see what happens. Because if there's a weak link, this thing will find it. So these fucking tires on it. I mean, really, dude, these are beef. Massive amounts of traction, massive amounts of torque from that 1650 freaking hobby wing. So I mean, it's a beast, man. And standing double backflips are in my near future. In fact, when I geared this thing last time, because I think I geared it up a tooth, I think it was a 16. I went to a 17. I turned the punch down to like level 4, which is below standard. Standard's 5, I think. So I mean, I've got plenty of power left. I just don't want to blow up all the drivetrain, or the hubs, or the wheels, or whatever. So, but I know with a solid enough drivetrain and cranking the punch up, I can definitely do double standing backflips. Yeah, I know. I almost did it the other day, but that was like holy crap! I got to turn it down a little. I didn't want to blow up all the drivetrain, and well, what happened? Broke crown gear. So it's like you gotta balance it out, man. You can't just go balls to the wall and blow shit up every time you drive it. And at the same time, you can't turn it down so far to where you can't reach your full potential. So it's I'm trying to balance it out and do it piece by piece. So it doesn't cost too much. But at the same time, I mean, Kamikaze's been commenting on some of my videos. Which is obviously a very huge honor. But at the same time, I think I'm bringing something different to the table with the freestyle thing. I mean, yeah, I do big airs with Creighton and all that kind of shit, but Kamikaze's got that shit covered. I mean, he does stupid big airs, and he does like a lot of nose wheelies and river crossings and stuff like that. And his rail grind shit, I mean, you can't fuck with that. I gotta try that shit one of these days. Um, but he doesn't do any like that flatland shit like I do. So I think I bring something new to the table with that. But the fact that I'm even on his radar is just an honor, an absolute honor. I mean, the guy is humble as the wind. I mean, he is just a really cool, down to earth dude. And the fact that he even recognizes the fact that he met me before a year and a half ago is just cool. And then MTC started taking notice of my shit. put up a couple of my videos, which is awesome. Bro, if you need any spare parts, hit me up. Parts, hit me up. My boy John, who was driving the blue Creighton in the videos from Lehigh, he's building a Outcast now, so he can do what I do. He's got an 8S Outcast, but he doesn't have the balls or the wherewithal or the know-how to make it a insane 8S Outcast like you do, Mike. So I see where you're going with this thing. You want to make an 8S do what I do. I get it. And that would be fucking cool. And another thing about it, it'd be easier. Because just like flying planes, right? Small planes are hard to fly because they're twitchy. They're small. They move fast. Big planes take a long time to turn and to go up and to go down. So they're easy to fly because they're kind of like lazy. They take a while to make big maneuvers because they're large. So the bigger the car, it's the same thing. You got a bigger car, you have more time to think about changing direction, hitting the brake, hitting the gas, turning the steering, because it's a larger vehicle and it weighs a lot more and it's got more inertia. So it takes more time to react to your inputs, but also takes more time to do anything. So you can easily control it. For instance, I have my steering or my throttle speed and brake speed turned down like 75% on this vehicle because I need that buffer. So when I'm hauling ass and I go into a brake event, whether or not I'm going to do a front flip into a wheelie or just do an endo, I need that time to react to the trigger and to the brake, because it's not always the same. And we're not that fucking fast. So, so with a bigger vehicle, it reacts slower. So it should be easier, technically, on paper, as they say. Well, I mean, as long as you don't over rev it, because that's the big problem you get into. Because that's why I blew up the rotor on two of these 6050s, is because I went 8S on them, and the RPMs went right around 90 to 100,000, and when you get in that range, the heat that it generates just makes the rotor expand, and you end up cutting your cords. You end up going like this. Once the cord gets shredded, you cut the magnets, and the magnets break, and that's the end of the game. But and you just got to check your data logs once in a while. Make sure you're not over revving. Check your amps versus voltage drop. Make sure you got your gearing right. That kind of shit. And of course, I always like to check my diffs to make sure I'm not unloading, front or rear, or middle, or whatever. Of course, this front end's getting quite loose here. Obviously, you can turn that easily. That's that's probably 200K. That's gone the wayside by time. And then I think in the big one, the big one, I need to up the rear end on that one big time because it's looping bad under throttle. So I'm losing the rear end. I don't know what's in it now, but it's going to 500 at least. I think I'm running 500 in the front and 200 in the rear on that, and that's why it's looping now. So I got to run 500 in the rear too. And of course, million in the middle, always with some airflow. At 8 o'clock, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it, guys. I mean, I'm pretty much done. I don't have any more work to do unless anybody's got any questions. I'm just gonna roll out and do what I do for the rest of the night. It's probably going to be, if I listen to country music, all of a sudden I urge to have sex with a close relative, but I don't have any, so I get confused. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta limit that shit, man. That's why I'm running like level 4 punch on both my trucks right now. But I'll see y'all on the flip side. And have a wonderful night and Godspeed and Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. And if I don't see you, Happy New Year.